It is my pleasure to see a new follower coming to the LinkedIn. New generation, young, full of energy, footballer, coaches. It's my pleasure to meet all of your application. I have to add some of my experience, which can be interesting for you to use it in your life as a business owner. You need to just find yourself in the right path which you interested, which topic, and just try to follow your interesting whatever is in your life. Some of the thing I need to add, I know the UK government won't be happy about this information I'm adding. Regarding to the businesses, at the moment we are facing massive problem, which is significant high, and majority big businesses now challenging. The small businesses in last few years, they shut down completely. I haven't heard anything from the business owner whatsoever. Some of the big businesses, which was very successful, they sold and they packed. It was around 5 years ago, and they left the country because, as he was noticed, he doesn't want to lose his money and profit of the company, and he's tried to remove everything. And I haven't heard for those kind of companies yet. They just left UK. Majority English people, which I'm get really interested, they requesting me to bring them back to the UK through my company, and some of them, they are really devastated emotionally to missing their own country, and the government doesn't want to know. As a business owner, this is one of the topic I'm keep thinking, how I'm gonna save them to bring them back, which I know the government doesn't want to even hear this bit, because whenever I go to something, they try to compete with me rather than support me. I have to be honest with you. How is my feeling and how I get misused my services? Some of the things I've noticed you don't like me to publish, but I have to add, because majority public, they want to know about what is the creativity and innovation of my expertise as create this company, which is the unique company in the world, which is with my own methodology. And what has happened in the last few years about my own business. Regarding to the massive problem I was facing, and the company never had any succeed. It was always going down rather than improvement. And some of the service I've tried to manage, which I had in the past since 1994, to bring it as a document as a service to my website. I have noticed the government tried to copy exactly the same service in NHS, which it was massive challenging between me and the government. I know you don't like really to hear this bit, it's so painful, but I have to add, because public, they want to know what is really I'm facing. One of the methodology which it was very successful, and I've created since 1994, and I bring it to the UK from Iran, was changing lifestyle. And the doctors, they never know what is this, because the doctor don't get involved with the patient and therapy. They do operation and different treatment. They are not as a sports scientist to find this methodology. And this methodology now is in NHS, and it comes to the contract, which I want to win these bids. I get failed to my own methodology, which is shocking. Not once, frequently in the last few years, authorities and NHS, they're trying to remove my name from the contract. That is me, because the owner of the patent only knows how to deliver the service. I know you want to try to copy exactly similar service, which I had one mentor, he was keeps trying to enforce me. We want to get out of your business. Any methodology, bring it to the reality. Okay, even I give you the patent completely, okay, are you able to bring it to the reality? No. The owner of the patent only knows how to deliver the service, which I have frequently informed the government through the SITMA, through Intellectual Property Office in Wales. I keep repeat, and I've gone back to them. My complaint is never had any succeed whatsoever. And they add me to the list of complaint. You only complaining, obviously it is my creativity and I want to keep it for my company. It is disrespectful to my service when you're taking it from me. Even you don't help me to get the contract from my own service. The other service is available, changing behavior. This one is completely, they deliver different way, and I've noticed in few years it get failed. Okay, what is this technique and methodology came and how it came to the world? It's not just sitting here and thinking you need to find something different. No, my life, it was always different. And I know what they want exactly from me as a business owner. Obviously, government is interested about my business, but they are not interested about me as a human. They try to get as much as possible to add it to their service, and they try to remove me out of any services. Even I've been through fight massively. They wanted to force me to shut down the business. They shut down completely. We are powerful, but that power is wrong because you're doing it in a negative way. You're damaging more businesses. In the last 8 years of my life, the government could get me, think about how use me in a right direction to build the United Kingdom. I had massive employee by now. I had my own service up and running fast and best. I could have a good net asset by now because the company is very unique and I'm a very creative person, but the government doesn't get. You need to be very intelligent to win me. When I'm saying to the Prime Minister, what he reacted, it was awful. He showed me wife. It was 24 hours, my brain was shut down. I couldn't even think the way he's thinking about me because I was thinking only about the brain, nothing different. It's shameful. The way you're thinking about me even is wrong. The way you're treating me is totally lawful. I mean, you haven't left, honestly, anything. And when I see facing the problem in the UK is completely different from the way you're seeing. The project comes to the tender or portal or the chest, we calling. When I see the project from the officer, from the authorities, the massive violation is coming, and I sometimes sign it to the project and I request, have you seen any companies bring this delivery to up to 80% to changes? They're not replying to me. One of the contract, £2 million, it was a police crime commissioner, Warwickshire. They have my video call. I went to that meeting, virtual, and I started to stop the contract. I don't need £2 million in my bank account because it's dishonesty of me, Parisa, to the United Kingdom. If this project gets failed, I don't forget myself. You don't need to say anything. This is a dishonesty. If I say, okay, the contract is fantastic, the topic is good, I can deliver the service. But when I saw the topic, when I went through everything and I tried to convince them, this is get failed massively. Think about majority, this contract get failed, £2 million you're losing. And please invest this £2 million somewhere else in the country rather than thinking about this only topic, reduction in crime and alcohol, especially for children, which I had massive problem in 2020, but the government doesn't want to know. When I went in front of the smuggler to stop the smuggler to selling that amount of cocaine illegal inside the UK to the children, it was shocking for me because that drugs is completely illegal. I've checked with barrister and solicitor. It's completely illegal. And the children they're using in the UK. And I mean, these are something very, very serious. The government really doesn't want to know. And I'm publishing because I want to see the result through my company. If we can't negotiate, then that is the serious matter. Might be we're losing each other. If I don't want to sell my services, no one can bring my services to this point. I mean, and I'm seriously standing. If you want to steal anything from my company, I have to sue you completely. I disagree with whatever you did in the past. It was awful crime. You did massive, massive crime to my services. This is a copyright violated. You are, as a government, you're writing a copyright law and then you're breaking your own law. One of the service I've noticed in the NHS, post-surgery exercise class. Okay, how this service came to the world. When I was writing that time on my website, it wasn't exist. Even the web developer, he was checking, he said nothing. And then we designed this word as a post-surgery exercise class, as a sports, how we can bring that service to the world. That service is not for the doctors to deliver this type of services. Government, seriously, sometimes I'm thinking, do you love this country? Honestly, not.